to take a minute to thank Mother Wolf Records for sponsoring this podcast. Mother Wolf is an independent label with a focus on artist development and career building. Mother Wolf is focused on partnering with talent in all genres. Run by former Columbia and Jive Records A&R executive Pablo Mathiasen, Mother Wolf's goal is to help artists find their audiences and move on to worldwide success. Currently, on the Mother Wolf roster is EDM pop artist Murado, pop punk emo rap artist Kay Williams, alternative melody men Recess Radio,
she's the moon to me, she's a spotlight,
indie pop goddess Lauren Martinez, and hip hop body crusher Tate 228.
Have a lady coming up, I know it's bitches I'll probably never hit again. It's crazy, I lost some friends around the same time that I got this shipment in.
If you haven't heard it yet, we think you should. Current releases out include Atlanta hip hop artist Tate 228 with his single Jive from his upcoming LP Contact Sport. New Jersey alternative group Recess Radio just released their album The Legend of the Boys Who Never Fell Asleep. And pop punk emo rapper Kay Williams, who you've heard on the Unsigned pop punk playlist, currently has his third single out, MIA, from his debut EP called Enjoy the Stay, which comes out on June 10th. Kay Williams' EP includes his first songs released this year, Delete Me and Good Afternoon, both that were produced by Mile Green, who is known for his work with Paramore, All Time Low, Swaco, Sum 41, and much more. If it's pop punk or emo, and come out in the last 15 years, there's a good chance Mike Green had a hand in it. So let's see that happen with Kay Williams. Feel free to submit your demos to Mother Wolf. They're always looking for something to support. Follow them on Instagram at Mother Wolf Records. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the show.
Well, welcome back to another episode. Clearly it's Monday, and we're hoping that this catches you on either a shitty Monday morning to help you make it better, or a good Monday morning to make
I was
it
so
worse.
confused. I was so confused because I'm like, it is Wednesday.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
But no, over in Radio Land, it is Monday.
Isn't that
Happy
weird how it
Monday.
works? Happy Monday, everybody. Get through the day. Like, have a good time. If you got a half-hour drive to work, make it half of this episode, dude. And then if you got a half-hour drive back,
finish it on the way home, because I'll tell you,
so
the second half is when it's always fun. And it's always fun in the beginning, too. Don't get me wrong. But the second half is where you get, you've gone through work. And now you just need something funny. Well, the second half is where we get funny.
Yeah, my boy. So, without further ado, here's Friend Circle.
Let it begin.
Welcome to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. And today we have Zach and Aaron from the band Friend Circle from New Jersey. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Hey,
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So Friend Circle started out in 2016, and you guys hustled playing shows and writing songs before even releasing your first record, which is Immuniversity. Am I saying that right? I think I said that right.
Yeah. Which
you guys released over a year later. What would you say is your favorite song from those early years?
Aaron, you go first.
Shoot. We have a track called No Room to Point Any Finger, and it was actually one of the later songs that we added on the album, but for some reason that's always stuck with me as my favorite. I think it's the last track on the album, actually.
All right. Good. I mean, good answer. Good choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh my god, my cat's scratching at the door. I like a few songs on this. I like a few songs on that album. I like Flip Cup Song because it's really fun, but like every time I every time I fucking listen to it again, I'll hear songs like Kirsten and Pineapple Sauce, and I'm like, those songs are fucking dope. Like maybe we should redo those one day or something. So that would be my answer, but like I guess like those three in particular, but fucking Immuniversity is probably our most popular song on that album. And like when I listen to that, I'm like, oh, I get that too, But it's fun because it's so like adolescent. I feel like
We were actually talking. We've talked about this a few times now on the podcast, but like, I really love, like, it's one of my favorite things of going back and listening to like old songs and stuff, and then just being like, you know, man, why didn't this song take off? This one's a banger, man. We should try again. We should re-record it. You know, it's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
it is, and I know we did that with one of them, and it was like it was a process that was like so quick, and I think we like recorded the song in like a few days, and it was just so much fun like doing it because it was almost like not a serious thing. We're just like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's try this. All right, we tried that the first time. Let's do all this new stuff the second time. And it turned out okay. But I think I would like to do it eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Just do the whole album.
Isn't that kind of like back to even what Aaron was saying? How he was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that song was on the last song on the record where it's like, it's weird how sometimes you kind of just pull a song out of your ass. And you're like, let's record this, see what this sounds like. And then it turns out like being like really fucking good. And you're just like, oh shit. Okay. like because I remember when I went into the studio with my band's first EP, we had 4 songs, but like we really want this to be a 5-song EP. And I was like, well, I got this shitty acoustic song or whatever. And then like turns out it's like our most popular track now from that EP. And I'm just sitting there like, what the, had I put more thought into this, this might have done so much better.
It's when you least expect it, honestly. Like just life in general. When you least expect something, it turns out to be the best thing. It applies in the music industry as well.
So give me an example for you guys, whether it's songwriting, music, shows that you played, artists that you shared with, like stage with. What has been some of the weirdest, least expected kind of moments?
I mean, I think it's always interesting for me, kind of going back to the like creating music. I mean, I swear multiple times at practice, Zach would just come in with a basic riff or honestly just jamming, just a little quirky idea. And then I bounce an idea back to him, just playing drums. And somehow that turns out to be like some of our favorite songs. We have one song, I think our latest single was Life of the Party, where it honestly just started off as a simple riff and it was almost written in like 1 or 2 practices. So that's, I don't know. I think that's one example.
That's sick.
You go for it, Bear.
I was just saying that's freaking awesome. Like I love that. And I miss that dichotomy. I miss that, not dichotomy, dynamic. That's the word. I miss the dynamic of like practices and like getting together and actually like writing. And cause I've been stuck in what I consider like the Nashville rut, which is like, I'm just kind of writing at my studio, like just writing songs piece by piece, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, but at the same time, it's like, I kind of wish that sometimes I'd just like have some homies over and we would just like play music.
Jam.
And but like not jam to like, hey, let's like cover some songs. More like, hey, like I came up with this really cool riff the other day. Let's like flush it out, and you flush it out as a band. I miss that, I miss that dynamic. And I think that's really cool that Friend Circle still has that.
Yeah, me and Zach have, I mean, we've been working together for 4 or 5 years now. Somehow we have this good chemistry of writing music together. And literally just last week, Zach showed me a new tune and he's like, I have like the first half of it done, but I don't have like the second half. Well, we jammed through it at one practice, got a lot of stuff done with it. And then literally this past week, we kind of finalized it and it's already like, it could be ready to record if we really wanted to. So that's how fast like things come together. And it's a beautiful thing when it does.
Yeah, absolutely. And to put it in perspective, that kind of chemistry is hard to come by. Like,
absolutely,
there's not a lot of bands that can flush ideas like out like that within days, weeks, like whatever it is. That's really hard to come by. So that's really awesome and exciting to hear from you guys. And that's great for us, the listeners, because new music coming out quicker than most. Let's freaking go.
So
Aaron spilled the beans already.
Oh God!
Oh no, you did it! Oh God!
Unsigned pop book exclusive.
We're getting all the exclusives. So I've come across you guys have over years now, I've played with a lot of really cool artists. And one of all the cool artists that I came across that I saw you performed with, I would have to say Artie Lang was an interesting gig. For those of you who don't know listening, Artie Lang is a comedian most known for the Howard Stern Show, Mad TV, and one of my favorite movies, Dirty Work. How'd you end up opening for a comedy show?
Holy shit. I think this is the Atlantic City show we played at.
Yeah.
So I know we never saw Artie Lang.
No.
We never saw the man.
I mean, this is going back a few years now. I know we were kind of set up right outside of the stage venue area where he was performing. We never met him, unfortunately, which my parents grew up listening to Howard Stern and Artie Lang, and I've listened to Howard Stern a little bit as I got older. But I mean, unfortunately, he's taken some odd turns, but he's funny as hell. And I don't even know, how did we even get lined up with that, Zach? That's going back.
It was somebody in the Atlantic City scene. I can't even remember at this point. But we were like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. Let's do it.
That was like our first hyped up show.
I forget what movies he's in, but at the time I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah. And then I think we ended up playing like on the pier in Atlantic City. And it was just an interesting kind of show. And like, we weren't even inside the comedy club that he performed at. We're just like outside of it where like there was a bar and like, I think like a bunch of other like shops. Like, it was an interesting time.
So were you guys able to go into the comedy like club afterwards? Like, though you played, like it was in conjunction with the show, right?
It was like built, it was like marketed. I don't remember. Was it even like on the flyer?
It was on the flyer. I mean, I know we advertised it like it was on the flyer.
We were told it was like that, but I don't think it ended up being like that. Like, I don't think it was like Friend Circle and then Artie Lang. Like, I don't think that was ever a thing. I can't.
It was more so like Artie Lang was playing that day, and you just so happened to book a show on the same day.
Right outside.
There was people on the boardwalk. Remember, they had like the flyers. They were like, remember we were supposed to pass them out.
Yeah,
it was weird. There's some weird stuff that goes on in the local scene, and this is one example of that. Like,
we're gonna have to find the flyer because I remember us posting about it on Facebook back a few years ago. So we'll find out for sure. We'll send it to you.
Punk and comedy ?
Yeah, right. Like,
you got it.
Like self-deprecating bands and people who will like talk shit to you. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, because I saw, like, I was looking through at like the shows you've played and stuff, and I was like, this doesn't make sense. Okay. This is awesome.
But like we've all had those kinds of shows though where you're like, this makes 0 sense. Like, why am I here?
Yeah, you can definitely chalk it up as one of those types of shows.
Hey, but at least it's a cool experience though. And Atlantic City. Like, Atlantic City is pretty cool.
Yeah, we've had our fair share of success in Atlantic City. We've had some good shows, but we've also had some bad shows.
Well, I mean, you can have
as one does.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty standard anywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
No, only Atlantic City. I have bad shows everywhere else. Atlantic City is the only place I have kind of good shows sometimes.
There you go.
Actually,
I don't think I've ever been to Atlantic City.
It's okay. It's pretty all right.
It's a gambling town, it's you go for the casinos, and that seems to be the thing.
It's like Vegas on the East Coast, but smaller.
Yeah,
pretty much.
More illegal activity and prostitutes.
More illegal?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah! What?
Let's go! Right?
What is happening right now?
Not speaking from experience, I just hear things. I hear stories.
Huh. Well, I suppose that's because they legalized a lot of that stuff in Vegas.
So, like, which pretty much all of it.
It's pretty much. Like, I had friends telling me that, like, hey, we're going to Vegas. I'm so excited. What should I do? And I'm like, don't pick up any of the stripper cards on the street. And if someone tells you it's a free ride, don't take the ride. It'll take you to a club that you do not want to be, and the door charge is incredibly high. That's why the ride is free. Like,
Jeez.
when I went to Vegas, well, I got married in Vegas, but
oh shit! So it doesn't
went-
actually count.
oh no, it full on counts, but
Yeah.
counts even more because it was dope as shit. But I went with my dad, and those, like you're saying, like the cards, like for the strip clubs and stuff. My dad calls them titty slappers because they're always sitting there fucking slapping those. And I was just like,
true.
oh, that's. I was like, that's
Terrifying.
Really intense. Well, I was just like, that's really intense, Dad. Like,
Also, like, don't pose for pictures with anybody because they will charge you money. Like,
Really?
Oh yeah.
I have no idea.
Vegas is
I just
weird,
walked
dude.
around, man. It was tight.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's cool if you're like there to like on a purpose, but if you're easily distracted, oh boy, you're gonna lose a lot of money.
Ooh.
I saw David Copperfield.
Oh, yo, that would have been sick.
It was so cool. I got to go on stage.
What?
Yeah,
My boy.
yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
real. He made a car appear in front of my face.
A
It
car.
was incredible. A car.
A whole ass car.
Yeah. So here, let me tell you the story quick.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
yeah, this is not going
So-
unsettled.
So first off, so I was in the crowd, and the way you could get on the stage for this trick is they threw out a bunch of like beach balls, and if you got it, you'd go on stage. My wife fucking dove to go get that beach ball for me, and I was like, this is tight. So I went on there, and there's a whole bunch of people. So they made like a square, or like a square with like the back opening, and each person held a part of a rope that just went around this, and there's like, I don't know, 8 of us, and you just sat there, and then he's like, I'm gonna make a car appear, and then this curtain drooped down right in front of us, right in front of the rope, and then all you hear is clang, 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 and opens up. It's like, there's a fucking car.
Did you get to keep the car?
No,
Ah, damn it, Vegas.
nope. But it blew my fucking mind, though. I'll tell you that. Like, mind was just blown. I remember seeing him make the Statue of Liberty disappear on TV. If you haven't
What?
seen that, YouTube it.
Well, that's,
I'm
that's
gonna
my
have to.
homework for the day. But back on track, listening through you guys' discography, Internet Noise feels like more, how do I say this? Like, Internet Noise feels more of what Friend Circle is currently. Would you say that is the album that you really found your sound?
I would say we're still finding it.
Hmm.
Like, especially like because Aaron's already talking about new stuff. I think
Mhm.
with us experimenting, especially going forward as a 2-piece, I think we're falling into, especially like me personally, like I'm falling into like things that I've always liked and loved as far as music, and kind of applying it to what I've learned from those projects, like taking Internet Noise and University and applying it to what we're doing now.
Mhm.
I think the true sound of Friend Circle will be totally exemplified in whatever we do next.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because I would say like your latest single is definitely like a lot different.
Yeah.
And it's a banger though. I really
bangers.
like Life.
I got into y'all when you guys released Famous. That's it came up on like a Discovery playlist or something like that. And I was like, oh yeah, this shit's tight. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys have been on the Unsigned Pop Punk radar for a hot second. And yeah, we really dig your sound. We dig what you guys are doing. And I for one, I'm excited for this new song Aaron's talking about. So that's gonna be sick. That's gonna be stellar.
Oh God.
The one he's talking about might be a little bit, but
So tell me what. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go
No,
right
go
ahead.
ahead.
I have a I'm a dick. I have a problem. with movies.
It's because he's hungry. We talked about that.
Oh, I am so ornery right now. It is not.
dude, I
fair.
feel you. I was late for this task I had to eat. I was fucking starving too.
To be fair, I was actually late to our earlier meetup, like to get ready beforehand because I was eating. So
Gotta eat, dude.
it's true.
I don't even remember what I was saying now. Might as well just go ahead.
Honestly, like kind of me neither. I'm just on this whole food idea. But so walk me through what it's been like since, I mean, we'll say since 2016, right? Since you released M University. Walk me through what it's been like between then and now with Friend Circle, and how your mindsets have kind of either changed, adapted, or improvised. I don't like like grown. Maybe grown would be the best term for that. How has the attitude with Friend Circle grown?
I like this question because there's just so many things that popped in my head. Like when you said that, like, I think, like I was saying, the early days seemed kind of like adolescent with in university, and it almost seemed like we didn't really know what we were doing. We were just kind of doing it for the fun of it. And then I think at the time we were like blindly going into this and maybe expecting a lot of things to happen. And then we just kind of saw the whole other side of what the music kind of is at once.
Was there a sense like a sense of a little bit of a reality check?
Definitely. Yeah. Like, especially for me, because I was like, all right, I'm just going to write this fucking album, put this out, and like things are only up from here. And like, there's definitely more challenges along the way than I expected.
Absolutely.
Which is, it's a good thing because it like pushes you to keep trying new things and doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do. Like if, let's say like that just like took off and whatever, like I just probably would have stagnated way sooner than like I want to. But I think there's a lot of good things happening from all the challenges we're facing. So I would say like, especially in like today's day and age with like all the changes and how we consume music and how you like discover music and TikTok and all that shit. Like there's always something challenging to overcome, and it's like constant projects. So I kind of like that, but at the same time, it's like, it's a grind.
Yeah. It's like work worth doing, but you weren't expecting to do the work. You know, like
absolutely.
And I know that sounds like kind of like, I don't want it to sound shitty. That's not what I'm trying to.
No, but that is literally
it's
that is such a good like saying right there, though. Like that you just would never think of it that way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad it came across. Right.
At least
because like there's a truth to that. There's a truth to this reality check, and I think we talked about this a little bit on the podcast with yesterday, actually, with because we were on a podcast with High School Never Ends. But we talked about this idea behind like, let's use TikTok, right? How it's the gold rush right now. It's kind of the standard for getting attention. And everyone rushes to TikTok to try to create the next best thing. And there's all this pressure. And then when it doesn't happen, it's like a reality check. And then they try to do it again. And they further downward spiral into oblivion and into depression, or like, hey, I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing it right, or what am I doing wrong? And it's like the reality check kind of slaps you across the face and goes, do it different. Do it your way. Don't do it the way other bands have done it in the past. Don't mimic a band, because you're not that band. Stop trying to be that band. Be you. And sometimes there's a little even too much like vagueness. And just be you. Do what you like. It's like fucking what that means is find out who you are as a person, figure out where that goes in your band, and take it and run with it. And I think that's been something that we've encouraged on this podcast and with Unsigned Pop Punk is a sense of individuality within your band, because the work is going to come and hit you across the face like a freaking freight train, and you're not ready for it. Was I ready for Spotify analytics? Nope. I had no idea. But you better believe I was on the beta when Apple came out with theirs. You know what I mean? Like, right. My radar's on. I'm ready to go. Or, I wasn't ready for this R.D. Lang show, but at the same time, my radar is now open to like more shows like this in Atlantic City just because of that opportunity. So it's like all this different work kind of can pop up out of nowhere, and you have to be ready for it. And by switching your mindset around from, the idea that you had mentioned earlier, Zach, about, we'll release this record and it's all up from here. Switching your mindset around is like, let's release this record and get our foot in the door. Let's see what's behind the door. Let's, is it a drop off, or is it like stairs? You know what I mean? Or is it just another fucking door? Like, so that
It's usually
idea,
just
like,
another door.
just another fucking door, dude. Like, it's always another fucking door.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love the way that you guys are thinking about it and being like very, very aware and intentional about your moves and how you're doing it. And then, again, we can hear it in the progression from your discography, from back from 2016 to where you are now. What you put out is like sounds so much different. And there's that idea that Zach had mentioned about adolescence. And I think, if I may, and stop me if I'm rambling, or stop me if I'm wrong, but there's this idea of longevity and maturity in music. It's like, I don't necessarily want to be playing my adolescent shit when I'm 40, when I'm 50, but I know for a fact I still want to be playing music. So how do I adapt with the times, listen to new things that are like in with pop music, and write shit that is not as, I'll use childish for lack of a better term. So I love how you've been super intentional about that, and it pays off. It's showing. It's awesome.
That's what I hear. And like I just got to touch on what you said. I think you hit the nail on the head with a lot of that stuff. It resonates with me as far as, just kind of looking over everything you've done and being willing to learn and take that next step and view what you've done objectively. It can make or break how your future is going to look. So like, I totally resonate with all of that. And I wouldn't mind playing, like, I guess it depends really on how far or how much a song means to an audience. Like,
sure,
we'll probably always be playing Famous, or even like maybe Complication.
It's like the Brendan Urie version of I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. Like,
yeah, it's like one of our most popular songs. So I can't see us ever not playing it, but who knows? And that's just it. Like, it's like taking all the good things from who you are, and even like taking those out of like the youthful sound, and then applying it to what you know now, especially about life, and also like honing it down into something maybe that's like, okay, this is like this lyric is bullshit. It doesn't mean anything to anybody, but like this lyric can be interpreted in so many different ways for a vast audience.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and like just like compacting that into like the right emotions, and then just making the music kind of fit. I don't know, like I'm just excited because
absolutely.
Yeah.
Aaron, what would you say that you're like hearing Zach's response versus like, not versus to what I've been talking about here, and what I've seen as a listener of the growth of your music? Where do you stand on that mentally? Like, where are you at?
I mean, when I first got with Zach and we started jamming, just me and him, this is the first band I've ever been in, and I was just doing it for fun, no intentions of taking it as serious as we have. But over time, I try to stay humble, but knowing how well like I like these songs and the reception that we were getting from other people, I'm like, okay, let's try to push this thing further.
Mm-hmm.
And we added some members in that time over the years, and we grew and grew. We wrote our EP, and then we wrote Internet Noise, and I was like, okay, we're getting even a better reception. We're playing bigger shows. We're going on tour across the Midwest and up through the Northeast and all that. So it was like, let's see how far we can go with it. And honestly, for me, at the end of the day, if our music is putting a smile on people's faces, if they're enjoying it, listening it through Spotify or Apple Music, I don't know, that's what makes my heart warm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Of course, I strive every day with Zach to make this a full-time job for both of us. And I think we're on the right path where we stand right now. But as long as, I don't know, as people are enjoying the songs, singing along at shows, that's what keeps me going.
That matters. It's honestly all that matters. Making the connections with people and even one-upping that, going, damn, my song really made a difference. Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, like we get random posts from people, and like someone ordered some merch from Japan, and I'm like, how did our music even get over there? And they're really connecting with it. Or some guy from Utah posting about it on Facebook, and I'm like, I don't know. I never thought that would happen, but it does, like, I don't know, warm my heart. And I'm like, okay, let's keep going, because we got a good thing going between Zach and I.
Yeah. So if you guys could give our listeners one piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were first starting out.
Fuck, there's a lot of things.
There's so many. If you got a couple, just spit fire.
Okay. You gotta invest in marketing your music just as much as you invest in recording it.
Yeah.
That'd be my one thing. Have fun. Don't worry about making mistakes live and all that shit. I mean, like don't play like trash, but like if you make a mistake, then
let it roll off your shoulder. Don't get hung up on it.
Yes. And damn, fucking, I'm sure, like, I don't know, not that we're fucking huge or anything, but I hope like there's a point where we can support ourselves, but like just fucking believe in that grind, that it's possible, you know? Like, there's a lot of, like, what's the term a lot of people fucking say, like, imposter syndrome. Like, fuck that. Fuck all that. Like, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And if you believe in yourself, fucking do it.
I think 100%. And I would say, I think I have a serious one and then more of a heartfelt one. Obviously, business wise, you want to make your image look good and be on point with your branding. I know back in the day we had some crappy pictures of us and we thought that was the best looking stuff we've ever had, but you want to make yourself look professional. And then on the other side of it, you got to have good chemistry with your bandmates. And honestly, that's how I started with Zach, and I'm still here now. So I think that's a big priority.
Absolutely. And honestly, like, that's part of, so our listeners have heard us say this before, getting back to basics. Having good chemistry with your bandmates is a back to basics mentality, because you can have the success that you want, or whatever your definition of success is, that can all be given to you. But the moment, you don't have that chemistry with your bandmates, there's a rift, there's a divide, and it's not as good as it could be. So it's like, go back to basics, man. If you start off with a good chemistry and a good band and a solid foundation, then sky's the limit. And who's to say, you know what, maybe, like, I've been in bands where members have come and gone because the chemistry is not there. It's okay to have that discussion, or to have that hard look at yourself, and you're like, oh no, this is the lineup that I thought was going to make it big. Just get that out of your head and just do what's best for you, what's best for the people around you, and ultimately what's going to be best for the band. So guys, thank you so much for that. We're going to go to a quick break and we'll be right back with our next segment. And we're back. Once again, we want to thank Friend Circle for being on the podcast. Guys, again, this is awesome. Thank you for just taking time out of your day, all the way out from New Jersey. I've personally been enjoying Friend Circle. I still enjoy Friend Circle, and I'm just thankful that they're on this podcast. But we're kind of done talking about the whole music stuff. That it gets boring. Who gives a shit? We do that on the daily, right? Who cares? Like, I don't give a shit. I give a shit.
I don't even care.
Why am I even here right now? I don't even give a shit. But with that, I mean, we get it. You've been asked the same questions over and over again. Oh, what about this? What about that? What's it like releasing music? Who gives a damn? We're going to talk about.
He's so hungry, guys. He's so hungry.
It's so bad.
You can hear the rage.
You can hear the
Can you hear? It's my stomach speaking.
Yeah.
This next segment is called the Obscure Questions segment.
Oh
Okay.
God.
This has nothing to do
So,
with music. So
Yeah. So now
wrap it.
this is we tell everybody, if they don't just be prepared, because you might think there's more to a question than there is,
there is,
and it just might be done. And you just have to answer it the way it is. We purposefully do not come up with these until very close to podcast time. There are random questions that we have just popped in our heads. You guys ready for it?
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna take the first one at least.
Let me do it.
Okay,
you're too hungry.
You're right.
Okay?
This would only infuriate me.
And it's only gonna make, just listening to it's only gonna make it worse for you, but it's okay. So, what's the most you've ever spent on a Taco Bell order, and how much is too much?
Aaron, go ahead.
Oh, God.
I like how far Aaron went back in his seat.
Is it on?
Oh!
See, I'm already thinking too much. Is it on myself or with a group of friends? On myself, I've probably spent at least 25 to 30.
That's so
Damn.
much.
But boy,
Taco Bell is cheap.
That does not have me beat.
Oh, well, we'll get to you then.
Yeah, 25 or 30 for me.
There you go.
So on a $25 order though, what is on that order?
What's Aaron's Taco Bell order? If
Man,
I'm
I'm
super hungry.
Aaron
has the tour munches right now.
I mean,
I
I would definitely get a Mountain Dew Baja Blast Freezy.
Yep.
Get one of them. I like their chicken quesadillas. I'd at least get 2 or 3 Doritos Locos tacos.
Right.
Add a cheesy gordita crunch on there. Add a couple Cinnabon Delights.
The 12 pack is what he means by a couple.
I mean, I could eat a 12 pack, honestly. I think is that around the $20 mark? Because I know the quesadillas are pretty expensive.
Dude, that's the thing is I don't know, because
they're probably around.
I spend like $15 on me and my wife, and I get a lot of fucking food.
I think that's what I'm floating around. That's usually I'll be stuffed after that. That's usually my go-to order, and that's about 20, 25.
Nice.
So.
I like it. Zach, what you got for us?
Okay, so I don't know the amount.
Zach's a toothpick to begin with. So
doesn't mean toothpick.
Like I feel like mentally I'm resonating with Aaron right now on a lot of
but here,
boy levels.
let me say this though. Doesn't mean toothpicks can't eat though, because Matt Stoney.
I know who you're talking about. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
It's true.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know costs, but I get the same thing every time I go. And I get the beefy 5-layer burrito.
It's about $3.25.
And what else do I get? I'll get that. Wait, and I'll get a soft shell taco.
Okay, it's like $1.19.
Supreme. And Doritos Locos Supreme. I don't know what it comes out to.
29 cents.
Oh, nice.
So whatever that.
You're about around $10.
About $10.
Yeah, a little less than 10.
I always get those like Crave cases, like the Bell boxes, $5 box.
Yeah, those are good.
The thing wrecks me.
It also matters if that, how Taco Bell comes out with their limited edition menu, like their fries or something.
Well, and you got to try that every time.
Yeah, so I'll tack on that. So that'll get me around 22, 23.
Right.
I'm obviously, between me and Zach, I'm the one that likes to eat more. So I'm very passionate about this subject.
Well, Bear, before we get to Bear, though, I want to know everybody's opinion on that grilled cheese burrito, though, because
not great.
I have not
like
had
it.
that yet.
You've not had a grilled cheese. I like the grilled cheese burrito, Bear. It's just the greasiness of touch of just having it. It's
that bothers me. It makes it hard to eat.
Oh, but it's so good.
It is good, but it's not my favorite. And sometimes, and most times, they burn the cheese.
It's okay because burnt cheese is delicious.
Not when it's covered in freaking like cornstarch. And it's just like
Stop it. Bear, what's your order?
$41.23.
Holy.
For just Bear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
What the fuck was in that order, Bear?
Okay, so I can't remember everything, right? Because this was a while ago and I was massively high.
Did that come with a stock in Taco Bell itself in the company or something?
No shit.
No. I rented it. I rented Taco Bell for like 2 days. So okay, my cheesy gordita crunch, right? Okay, I always gotta get the cheesy gordita, but I add jalapeno or jam and jalapeno, or whatever, the creamy jalapeno. That's what it's called. Then I
The
get
jam and jalapeno.
that's Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's Buffalo Wild Wings. Here.
And then I get the Crunchwrap Supreme, but I add potatoes and jalapenos. And then I get a beef 5 layer. I add potatoes. And then I get I had a chicken quesadilla, just normal. Actually, we don't need to fuck with the chicken quesadilla. I got a large drink, and I also saw the box, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the box. So that's where I got my drink. So cinnamon twist, soft shell taco, and I was like, fucking soft shell. I love soft shells. I ordered 3 more soft shells.
Were you able to eat all of this
Over the course of 3 hours? Yes.
Jesus.
I got
Well,
you.
the answer to how much is too much is $40. No,
$41.
it's $40, and you went over.
I didn't need that extra soft shell taco. And I'm paying for it now with this whole diet thing that we're doing. So, and this was like this was like 3 years ago. So I have since, I now only spend about $15. But that's because I customize everything. Like, I'm willing to spend the extra money to get it my way, you know?
And,
I hear you.
and do you remember when I'm such a piece of shit, I can't remember what band did this, but at the last show we played in North Carolina, somebody got Taco Bell and they got their order wrong because they were vegetarian and they asked for no meat, and they got 4 cheesy gordita crunches. So dude walks up to the merch stand where I'm at with my girlfriend, and he's like, hey, you guys hungry? Do you want Taco Bell? Because I got all these and they had meat in them, so they just gave them to me for free. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was starving at the time.
Yeah, I do.
That's so tight.
I do remember you saying that, telling me that.
Dude, that guy came through, and I don't remember who it is. I feel like a fucking asshole for that, but like,
that bitch came through.
in the back.
Hell yeah.
Cheesy gordita crunches are probably one of my
They're
favorite
so good.
things to
They're
get
like
there.
They
the
are
most
really good.
solid thing that you can get there. Okay, next question. What if we're all just living life within a massive Renaissance painting on some Italian mansion in the 1600s?
That's it. That's a question. What if?
Is that a statement? Or is...
No, it's a question. It's a what
It's a
if.
question.
Like, what if we are?
It's a what if.
Okay, so
if-
if we are, Aaron, I have a lute, and I'm just playing, and Aaron's like in the painting, and he's like hitting like an ancient drum, and we're playing like a rendition of Famous, but like there's like flutes and LARPing in the background.
Don't get a boy on LARPing.
But you're scared of swords.
Yeah, but these ones have foam. I'm not scared of swords. It's a phobia of being stabbed.
Oh, that's true.
That's rational.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
as one
no,
goes.
His phobia isn't being scared of being stabbed, though. It's
Being stabbed with a sword.
Stabbed with the sword in particular.
Yeah, because I've been stabbed with a knife. Like, I'll be like, the swords freak me out.
Yeah, like just the sword. Like that's the irrational part.
Also, we're just gonna gloss over it for you two, the whole being stabbed with the knife thing. We don't have to go deep into that. I just saw Zach's face go.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
I think Bear, I think if you and I were in this Renaissance painting, we would be the 2 fat men like laying on the like on a chair, but not with grapes. It would be
not
like
with grapes?
meat.
Like
It'd
with
be
Taco Bell.
Well, they didn't have Taco Bell in the
I don't care.
Renaissance,
This
so
is
it'd just
my
be
Renaissance.
fucking meat. This is your Renaissance.
This is a what if question, man. None of this is real. Taco Bell dripping from my leg. It's just like that.
It's just a taco up there, but like sauce dripping on your
Oh,
chest and stuff.
Dude, this is
Mm.
getting
It's a beautiful.
sensual.
It's a
This is-
beautiful painting. I can tell already.
Aaron's the artist. Like, I'm gonna put a little sauce right there.
I will detail it to be a cheesy gordita crunch.
Taco
Aaron.
Bell, please sponsor us. Feed the beat. All right, Aaron. What about you? What's your Renaissance painting?
Oh sheesh. Now I'm just thinking about Taco Bell.
Dude, same. It's a problem.
I mean, I'd imagine like in one of those fancy outfits or whatever type of Renaissance outfit they wore back in the day. Probably playing some kind of drum, or I don't even know. This is throwing me a curveball, but I'd go
You're
along the
right.
lines with what Zach stated. playing some type of instrument.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Next question.
Okay, this is going to be the last question of the obscure question segment. If you had the last $2 bill in existence, what would you spend it on?
Two-pack of Cinnabon Delight.
My boy.
That or I was gonna say drumsticks, but I can't. Drumsticks aren't $2, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cinnabon Delights.
Honestly, you trust your instinct. That was the right call.
Yeah, that's your gut. You're getting yourself ready for the next segment.
Yeah, see, yeah, I do that one.
Does it have to be something that's you can only buy with $2?
No, you just have to. You just whatever.
You just use it.
You're just using it.
You just using it.
I don't know.
But it
I mean,
makes it-
actually, you know what?
I almost don't care,
Let's say
right?
yes because Aaron didn't
Yeah,
know that.
Aaron,
So let's just say
went
yes.
with the $2, so you get
Let's go.
$2.
$2
$2
item. $2 item.
Chris,
Like, what can you
$2
buy for $2? I don't know. Like, probably a Red Bull or something. It's weird because I have a $2 bill and it just sits there. Like, I just don't fucking care about it. Like, I don't know. I'd buy a
Two
Red
cans
Bull.
of Arizona iced tea.
Jesus.
Oh,
And you
yeah,
have two-
there you go.
You have 2 pennies left over, depending if the state doesn't do sales tax.
Hey, but what kind of Arizona iced tea though?
They just released a strawberry Arnold Palmer.
Oh yeah,
So
it's so
there's that one, and then the raspberry.
Arnold Palmer's are great.
the strawberry one especially.
You're talking to a fat dude who like really likes food. I
I'd
don't
go
fuck
with
around.
I'm a fan of the grape one. Grape Arizonas.
Okay.
Grape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've never seen a grape
Is
one?
that not? No, I don't have grape around here.
Oh, that's grape. I've had grape before.
Like in a can, like the canned ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grape Aid, I think it's called. Grape Aid.
the fruit punch is good too.
Fruit punch is good. The RX one is pretty good too.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, my dad used to drink that shit. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I need to figure out this grape thing. 'Cause we
Fair.
don't have that in
You talk
Wisconsin.
about grapes. I'm going to take a 30-second break. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
I need
Well,
to go
you-
get some grape drink.
Ooh.
My God. Okay, so I live in Wisconsin. Pat lives in Duluth. I live in Madison, Wisconsin. Pat lives in Duluth, Minnesota. So even between the two of us, we have like different things that like I don't know what the fuck that is. Like so I've never seen a grape Arizona.
That's crazy.
Is it good?
Yeah, they're pretty common.
What that bud?
What was I gonna say, Zach?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, it must have cut out or something. So they're common over there.
I've seen them in pretty much every convenience store that sells Arizona. That's my go-to. I like that one and the iced tea lemonade, the Arnold Palmer one.
Yeah, that one's really good. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. That could be it. I'm a pretty lazy fuck.
You know what you.
They should be everywhere. Like, I feel like around here, you can see one Arizona tea. You see all of them.
all of
Like,
them.
maybe it's like a shipping
Whew.
thing. I don't
Who
know.
knows? All right. Well, Pat's back. So, Pat, you want to bring us into our last segment, my boy?
Okay. This is our last segment. It's called Rapid Fire Questions. You're just going to speak from the heart, shoot from the hip. Whichever first answer that comes to your brain, that's your answer. Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Coke.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Nah. Mario or Luigi?
Mario.
Mario.
I was just saying, if somebody says Luigi, I was like, yeah, you had an older brother, didn't you?
Oh, Luigi for me, all the way.
You had an older brother, didn't you?
I did, yes, I did. Can either of you sing us the Bagel Bites jingle?
No.
No, I cannot know.
Mm-mm.
So,
Okay, Bear told me if I ask it, I have to sing it. So, pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. If pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. There you
which
go.
is statistically correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
That was beautiful.
Thanks. Gwen Stefani or Haley Williams?
I like No Doubt, so Gwen Stefani.
Nice.
Probably Haley Williams.
All right.
Back to Taco Bell. Hard shell or soft shell tacos?
Soft shell all day.
Hard shell. It's not even close.
What?
Soft shell. I haven't gotten a soft shell taco from Taco Bell in years. I don't know. Hard shell, the Doritos Locos taco.
So messy. No, a soft shell.
It does get
The,
messy.
the only time I'll go hard shell is the Doritos Locos taco. Otherwise,
I'm the
soft
Agreed.
shell all day.
I'm the
Agreed.
same.
Final question. This is the last question of the podcast. Sum 41 or yellow card?
Some 41.
Yellow card.
You
All
would.
right. All right.
You would.
So we actually have that is about 50-50 between like
Yeah.
with division and all that. So that's pretty fantastic. All right. Well, we hope we cause a forever lifelong feud between the two of you. And with that, guys, do one more thing for us. Plug your band, plug your brand, promote yourselves. What's going on next? Tell us where we can find Friend Circle. The floor is yours.
Zach, take it away.
All right, so Friend Circle, spelled without vowels. We're your new favorite pop punk band. Find us on all social media. Keep your eyes peeled for new music and for just an all over Friend Circle fucking thing. Yeah. And go ahead and professionalize that for me, please.
Yeah, we're Friend Circle, at Friend Circle on all social media. We have our own website. We have merchandise on there. We can be found Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, wherever you consume music. We're
Deezer.
there. Deezer as well.
Can't forget Deezer.
But yeah, we're working on new stuff. Hopefully, playing some shows some point during this year. And yeah, it's a new chapter, new era for Friend Circle coming up.
Hell yeah. Well, we can't wait, guys. And our listeners can't wait. And I'm sure you guys can't wait. But with that, this has been another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. This has been Friend Circle. We'll catch you guys next week.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe. Thank you to those who already are. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere else you stream your podcast. If you're in the position to help us grow, head over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/unsignedpoppunk. Let us know in the comments below who you'd like to see on the show and what other content you'd like to see. Thanks so much.
Just run the chorus and just
We just
Might
hit
as,
record.
might as well.
You never know.
I want to hear this Mario Kart story.
No, but it's just I have 2 or 3 buddies of mine who just they know they're really good at it, but they're like, "Come on, everybody, let's get 7 or 8 people," and they just win. They're first, second, third, nonstop, and I'm always coming in 5th or 6th. And I'm a solid player myself, but I mean, it's fun when you're getting in a Discord server, talking to them, and just having a good time. But after a while, when it's just the same people, first, second, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. I
Okay.
feel that for sure.
It's like when you were playing Among Us and you keep dying
Exactly.
because none
Yep.
of your friends wanted to tell you how the game works and what you should do. So you're like, "Yeah, I'll play," and then you go to play and you're just, "This is really boring." No, I'll wait and be a ghost. Like,
Yeah.
No, see, that's why I like playing Apex though, because then if I play with like my friends that are any good at it, then I could be on the same team as them, and then they can kill everybody, and I'll just try to survive until the end.
Basically being carried throughout the game. But what if what if somehow they push too hard, you're the last one? Are you gonna be able to
No, I won't. I will lose. I'll lose. I'm really bad at it. I'm super bad at
that's
that
why
game.
Pat's never the last one.
I have been the last one, and I have survived. It is just very, very rare. I am not good.
We should play
Gotcha.
Apex. You keep telling me to play Apex, and I'm pretty sure I have it on my computer now.
Yeah,
So-
I ask people to play all the time.
Yeah.
No one plays with me.
I have 0 time ever.
I'm more I've never played Apex. I'm more of a Warzone type myself, but
Yep. Me and my
Apex is
crew are
just-
stacked at Warzone.
there you
Apex is just the like first person version of what's that dumb game? I can't think of
go.
it.
Fortnite?
Fortnite, yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
like the
Warzone
exact
is.
same fucking game.
I got you.
But it's so much better than Fortnite.
I think so too. I don't like Fortnite.
I was
Fortnite.
for quick flex here. I was ranked in the top 6% of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone players
Really?
in the world.
Sheesh.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm really bad.
don't get in my crosshairs when I'm rocking that Car 98K.
I hear you. I hear you. I'll stay away.
I'll quick scope a bitch.
I think Zach's in here now too.
How's it going, Zach?
Hey, how are you?
Good. We're just talking about video games.
Yeah.
I heard the car
Scoping
98.
bitches.
I was like, nice.
Nice. You know, I own one. No, my father owns one. So
Really?
I've shot a couple.
That's fucking awesome.
They're pretty cool. Yeah.
I've always wanted to shoot like World War II guns, like just get them all like next to each other and like let's just go
You
to.
ever heard of a Mosin Nagant? It's like
Yeah.
a Russian version of the Car 98K.
Yeah, I've seen Enemy at the Gates many times.
Oh, it's so good. So good. That movie is
That's pretty
flawless. And I think you see Jude Law's butt.
You do see Jude Law's butt. Nice butt.
Yeah, he's got a good butt. But my father also owns a Mosin Nagant, so I've shot
And
that
has a
few
good
times.
butt.
No. Don't. No. This is a 350-pound man. Like, not in a good way.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
But
I
just
like
don't.
it.
Oh,
No, just kidding.
son of a bitch!
Oh,
Dad?
shit.
Are you my daddy now?
Yep. I
Oh,
am.
man. Well, welcome to the. Oh, you're drinking something so much cooler than I am.
What are you drinking?
A cherry limeade ice because it's got 5 calories.
Oh shit.
I'm just drinking water because we're on a diet together. We're trying to see we're having a competition to see who can lose the most weight.
Who's winning so far?
We just started the other day.
It's day one.
It's day one.
So me.
Hi.
Yeah, this isn't good. I got a lot of carbs in here.
Oh yeah.
There's like
Oh, yeah.
14 carbs in here. No good.
Oh my God.
Good carbs. Those healthy carbs.
In a
The
Corona?
Corona carbs.
I don't think healthy carbs in a Corona exist. But they are good carbs, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Delicious.
Tastes good. They taste
delicious
good.
carbs. Yeah.
They're delicious
absolutely.
carbs. That's what I was getting at.
The lime
Oh,
is
so-
a fruit.
so- That's true. But if I end up being ornery, it's because I'm like terribly like entirely and wholly starving.
It is only day one. Stop
Oh,
it.
dude, I'm a fat ass, man. You were right when you said I probably ingest like 3,000 calories a day. I'm cutting that in half. I am starving.
Jeez.
My boy. I used to be in tour shape. Now I'm just in A shape. All right. Are we ready to get into this podcast, my boys?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Pat, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.